Hello, everyone, and welcome inside of the Dome Gymnasium, where today we have weekend AAC basketball on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield College hosts Bryan College here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Hello, everybody. Bailey Engel on the call. Glad to have you with us here in Bluefield. The Rams coming off of a tough loss a few days ago against Kentucky Christian. Now they face a Bryan team they have tried to they are going to try to sweep today. Bryan has not won in the building here since 2011. Don Rakoski's team, it's been 10 years since the Lions were able to get the best of Bluefield College here in the two Virginias, but the Rams will surely try to sweep them today after an overtime win a few weeks ago. Let's look at the starters first for the Bryan College Lions as the Rams start to come out onto the floor at 5-9 and 5-7 in the AAC. The Lions with Trey Spencer, the junior forward, number 5. Amari Young, the point guard, another freshman in this lineup, joined by Kayvon Blankenship, the guard from Gallatin, Tennessee. Noah Molaski, the junior, making the start from Lebanon, Tennessee. And then Brandon Thomas, a guy to watch out for. He scored 28 the last time he played against the Bluefield College Rams in the overtime loss to Bluefield. Jeremiah Jenkins, the point guard from Norfolk, Virginia, makes the start for the Rams. Stanley Christian joins him, another 7'5" native and a senior that will not be back next year. Remember, think about that. Senior Jeremiah Jenkins is a senior, but will be back next year. Stanley Christian has elected to not use that extra year of eligibility as granted by COVID. Omega Stitt joins them in the lineup with Brandon Shields as well. And Trent Dunn, the point guard from Raleigh, North Carolina. Rams in the white, going right to left, matched up in the middle with Trey Spencer. Ball not in the air yet. Spencer trying to get a swing at it. Tip-off goes the way of Bryan and into the hands of Blankenship. Swing it back out to the logo for Amari Young. Bryan into this game 9-7, 6-6 in the AAC. They have won their last 2 games, and before they're able to penetrate inside, an offensive foul is called on Spencer. So it's a good way to start out the game for Bluefield. Right to left for the Rams. And a really disappointing loss a few days ago against Kentucky Christian. The Knights able to sweep Bluefield for the first time in program history. Trent Dunn has it now on the right wing, swings it inside, turnaround right elbow, jumper good for Stan Christian coming off of a 30-point performance against KCU. Really the lone bright spot in that game where Stan Christian had 24 points in the first half. So now it's 2-0 with 9:23 left to go. Pass it on the near side for Blankenship. Blankenship posted up on Trent Dunn. One arms to pass left side Spencer. Spencer pivots for space and passes top of the key back up for Young. Young shuffles to the right, 10 on the shot clock. He's on Jeremiah Jenkins now in the corner. Backing up, gets a Thomas screen, pulls up right wing 3. Front rim miss, tipped into the hands of Trent Dunn. Outlets it up to the near side for Jeremiah Jenkins. Passes back top of the circle. A lane opened up for Dunn, but missed the double clutch layup as he went straight down the floor. Here comes BC, Bryan College that is, a step back 3 for Molaski, good in the corner right in front of the Bluefield College bench. Don Rakoski, the head coach of Bryan, in his 17th year up against Richard Morgan in his 12th year. And now Bryan leads 3-2. Here with 18:33 remaining. Jeremiah Jenkins down the paint and pulls up from 5 feet away on the left block to score. So now 4-3 Bluefield College, 18:25 remaining in this one in the first half. Going left to right, Kayvon Blankenship. The defense by Dunn. Blankenship drives inside, hands it off to Spencer, tries to double clutch a layup and misses from the left block. Rebound for Christian. Rams up by 1, going right to left. Here's Trent Dunn. Underhands a pass near side. Jenkins, 4-3. Hard bounce off of the rim. No good. Offensive rebound Dunn. He drives to the paint and scores with a little pop shot right in front of the rim, 2 feet away to make it 6-3. So Trent Dunn, the North Carolina native, able to take the lead back for Bluefield. And mind you, here comes another good penetration on the effort by Amari Young. Euro stepping his way through the paint, and now it's 6-5. Bluefield College up by 1. Here's Dunn. Chest pass near side. Omega Stitt, haven't talked about him yet today. Stitt, another native of North Carolina, wearing number 23. Bounces left baseline Christian. Hip high dribble, switching hands now on a crossover. Tries his luck inside. Scoops with the right hand, no good off the back iron. And pulled down on a rebound by Blankenship. Outlet up to Young, bounces inside to Thomas, who lays it up quickly and gives the lead back to Bryan College, 7-6, 17-10 remaining first half. Not a lot of rhythm yet in this ball game, but it looks like Bryan's going to attempt to score quickly and not drain down the shot clock, which is very similar to the offensive outlook that Bluefield College has. Here's a screen from Brandon Shields over to Jeremiah Jenkins. He steps in the lane, floats from 3 feet away, and tickles the twine. Lead back to Bluefield at 8-7. 16:48 remaining here in the first half. Running up the floor is Young. Bryan College in those hot red jerseys with the black numbers and the white trim. Spencer twirls a pass, top of the key. Molaski pumps a three, rims in and out, almost popped through for his second three of the game. Instead, a defensive rebound for Omega Stitt. He jogs coast to coast, underhands it back to Dunn, shuffles it out Shields, and finds Jenkins on the right wing. Jenkins left-handed dribble off of a screen, tries his luck in the paint again, scoops with a layup, bounced around a little bit and fell through the nylon. 10-7. Bluefield College up by 3. Brandon Thomas on the other end finally brings this game to a break as Thomas gets fouled by Christian under the basket. And the score will stay at 10-7 with Thomas going to the line for 2. So Thomas, 15.9 points per game. A lot of folks will just push that up to 16 points per game. And he's unable to hit his first free throw. He's a 71% free throw shooter. 28 points against Bluefield. The last time these two teams squared off, that was a season high for Thomas. His second free throw rattles around and falls through. So now it's a 1-point game. 10-9 the score. Make it 10-8 actually. Bluefield College up by 2 as Trent Dunn jogs nonchalantly into the far wing. Cheerleaders in the building here at the Dome. Jenkins wide open, 4-3, rattles around and falls through. Boy, that popped around the rim, got a little bit of help from the glass, almost tipped off the front of the iron and fell for Jenkins and a triple. So now it's 13-8, a 5-point game. Here comes Young and Bryan in the offense, going left to right. Right wing for Gavon Blankenship, bounces right baseline Thomas. Thomas with a head fake, trying to work his way in on Christian. Step back in the paint, floats and scores. Burying the 4-footer, makes it 13-10. Bluefield College still up by 3 though. As Dunn jogs it into the near side, right in front of the Bryan bench. He curls top of the key and backs up at the circle. Another hard crossover, pops it back out. Jenkins launches a 3, too short, rims off and bounces onto the far sideline. It will be Bryan ball. Well, Bryan College getting beat by Bluefield, and it is commendable for Bluefield College to have so much success against Bryan College. But, boy, these have been some good games here at the Dome, and even on the road as Molaski turns up from the right elbow and misses on a step back 2. So here's Jeremiah Jenkins in the front court for Bluefield, pops it back Omega Stitt, fakes a 3, finds Christian, he loops a tray. No good off the top of the iron, rebounded by Christian, tipped out. Kick out onto the far corner, Jenkins drives right baseline, underhands Dunn, has some space and almost fouled there in the left block as he rose to the rim. No foul called, it's going to be a clean block on Spencer. Molaski, entry lob on the left block for Bryan, going into the front court now. Thomas once again attempting to back in on Christian, claps the ball in his hands, hooks it up and in. So once again, a 1-point game at 13-12 with 14:24 left in the first half as Richard Morgan gives a new offensive command to his boys in white. Brandon Shields has not arced up a shot yet, trying to open up some space with some backdoor screens. Stanley Christian has it now in the left block, trying on 2 members of Bryan, and is able to score anyway. In the paint, jumped up and got the roll with the right hand. So it's 15-12 now, a 3-point lead for the Rams. 13:57 reads the game clock. Left side, Young pivots for space on Dunn in the left wing and just twirls it out on the near side and the right side for Blankenship. Blankenship gets a Spencer screen, thought about the 3 instead, pops it inside to Spencer. The guard returns top of the key. Blankenship, 4-3, back iron, that was almost a brick, rebounded by Dunn. So after the miss, Bluefield College leads 15-12. Trent Dunn going coast to coast, passes out in the corner for Stitt. Doesn't have the shot he wants, and Bluefield College will slow it down. Eating my words there as Stanley Christian hits a 3 from Mars, pro length from the right wing. 18-12, Bluefield leads by 6 with now 13:20 remaining in the first half. Spencer with a pass out onto the far side. Molaski, with these teams not wasting a lot of time in their offensive possessions to get some shots off. Here's Young off a screen, dribbling to the right, pulls up right, block, swirls out, no good. Stitt with a quick rebound and a quick outlet to Jeremiah Jenkins. Into the front court he goes and gets fouled in the left wing. A bit of a hook there as he was trying to spin out for space. Molaski underhooked him, and there's a foul on Bryan. Team second, Molaski's first. So the buzzer sounds. Rams bringing in Christian Bullock. Trent Dunn to go to the bench. Richard Morgan talking to Jeremiah Jenkins and making sure his positioning is right off of this baseline out of bounds play, or sideline out of bounds play. Stitt in the left wing, arcs to the right, swing inside. Nobody was there to cut it, and it's a clean steal by Young. Left to right goes Bryan, down by 6. To the glass he goes, no good on the layup. So Jeremiah Jenkins and Bluefield College leading by a pair of threes. Jenkins once again inside, spins the layup, and he missed. And it's rebounded by Justin Warner, the new man in for Bryan, standing in at 6'8" from Rutledge, Tennessee. Young floats it into the right block for Thomas. Thomas trying to back in on Brandon Shields, no longer matched up with Stanley Christian. Still backing in, kick out top of the key. Young thought about the three, dribbled inside for a moment, retreated back out after he lost the ball. Bluefield College's man-to-man defense forcing the shot clock down to 7. Young tries his luck inside, Euro step, pumps a shot, rims off, rebound Stitt. Thought about throwing it down the floor for Bullock. Instead, he's going to jog it up into the front court himself. Hard pass near side, Jenkins feeds top of the key. Christian, 4-3, count it again. 9-point lead for Bluefield. Stanley Christian heating up from beyond the arc. 21-12, 11:56 to go here in the first half. Rams bench getting a little bit more into it now, trying to sweep Bryan yet again. Once again, the Lions have not won here at the Dome since 2011. Another new man in, thought about the step back. That's Gavin Wilson. He feeds it back. Molaski, overhead pass telegraphed by Christian. Brandon Thomas got it back. He underhands Warner, and Warner rocks the rim with the right hand. So now it's 21-14. The offensive stagnation starting to thaw for Bryan as they get back on defense. But it's still a 7-point lead for Bluefield with 11:23 to go in the first half. Bullock, the crossover dribble, overheads a pass near side. Left wing three for Stitt. No good, bouncing off of the glass and the rim. So here comes Young, down by 7 now. Bryan with 11:10 remaining in the first half. Mari Young, the freshman point guard from Loretto, Tennessee, finds Warner, who bounces into Thomas on the left block. Thomas matched up again with Stanley Christian. We're going to have to watch this battle today. Warner was open on the other side. Instead, kicks it back out to Wilson on the left wing. Thomas has it back now. Finds Warner under the basket. Backdoor cut, and he chucked it up over the back shoulder to score. 21-16 after the reverse layup. 10:44 remaining in the first half. And it's a 5-point game. Bluefield College is led by as much as 9. Jeremiah Jenkins wearing number 2. Backs up top of the circle. Enters in. Swings it out top of the key. Shields finds Bullock open in the near corner. And he walked on the head fake. So the perimeter defense starting to heat up for Bryan. Buzzer sounds to bring Trent Dunn back in the game. Jenkins to get a break for the first time. With 10:31 left here in the first half. 1 foul on Bluefield, 2 on Bryan, and a new man in is Keelan Ivey, the sophomore from Munford, Tennessee. He storms into the lane, lost the ball on the layup. Christian got the rebound and swung it out to Omega Stitt. Into the front court, Bluefield up by 5, 10-12 remaining here in the first half. As Dunn feeds it Stitt, arcs a 3, count it again. Trent Dunn fed Omega Stitt. There was a line drive, 24-16, another 3 for Bluefield. Back on defense go the Rams. Here's Ivey, passes back out Molaski and feeds on the near side. Wilson wearing number 3. Left-handed dribble and a left-handed pass to Molaski. Pump fake, drives inside, bounces out to Ivey in the corner, passes at the free throw line. Thomas whipping passes all around. Warner has it now, stripped as he drove baseline by Bullock. Here come the Rams, 3-on-1, defense catching up. Bullock with a Euro step, missed. Rebounded by Stanley Christian, goes to the hoop, count it with the foul for Stanley Christian. Stan Christian controlling the offensive glass. He has a chance to make this an old-fashioned 3-point play, and already has Bluefield up by their first double-digit lead of the ball game. So 26-16, Christian shoots and misses. There were no rebounders there for Bluefield, so it's pulled down by Warner. Going left to right, back for Bryan now in the red jerseys is Ivy. Spins the pass for Warner at the top of the key, who feeds it right side Mulaski. Overheads, top of the key, 3. Wilson bounces off, no good, rebounded by Christian. Here comes Bluefield again, going right to left. Trent Dunn with a 10-point lead and as the point guard for Bluefield. Whipping the passes all around. Trey Jones also in, the transfer from Francis Marion University. He penetrates inside, bounces in the corner for Bullock. Feeds top of the key. Dunn, his 3. Front rim miss. Here comes Mulaski, left to right with 9 minutes left to go. Mulaski going coast to coast, pumps a layup, misses badly off the backside of the rim. Trent Dunn pulled it down and swung it out to Trey Jones. Overhead pass in the front court. Bullock feeds right wing 3. Shields rims off of the backboard. So 26-16, 8:44 to go here in the first half. 10-point lead for Bluefield College, the largest of the game after the and one from Stanley Christian. Ivy passes top of the key. Justin Warner bounce inside, looking for space, trying to go through the double team, rises and misses. That is Michael Cody on the miss. Another rebound for Bluefield College, going back the other way with 8:20 to go in the first half. Trey Jones at the top of the key now, fakes to the right, passes left for Trent Dunn. Dunn backing up with a defense from Wilson and running the game clock down to 8:10. Dunn penetrates inside, passes left wing 3 on the way. Shields make that actually Stanley Christian. Either way, no good. Here comes Ivy, the point guard, running the ball now with 8 minutes left to go in the first half. Hard penetration, chucks up a layup. He missed, rebounded by Cody, make it Warner, and now he'll go to the line on the foul. Missed the shot, but he'll have 2 from the charity stripe. So Warner at the line, the senior from Rutledge, Tennessee, standing at 6'8", one of the taller players we've seen on the floor. Michael Cody, an inch taller, coming off the bench at 6'9". And it appears a Ram is a bit hurt on the play. And it's Stan Christian on the baseline, needing the moment. Jogging off, Rob Littlejohn comes in as a substitute. Looks like Stanley Christian might just need a second, favoring his groin on that foul. So it's the second foul on Bluefield. Warner at the line for 2. Shoots and swishes on the first of 2 free throws to make it a 9-point game again, 26-17. Bend of the knees, Warner shoots again, and he's pure on both of his free throws. So it's an 8-point game, 26-18. Bluefield College on top in the first half with 7:50 and trickling before halftime. Bullock with the ball in the front court, has it right wing, passes Rob Littlejohn. Had a bit of a brain lapse for Littlejohn. I thought he was trying to dribble out of the corner and then carried at the same time, lobbed the ball out of bounds on the sideline, and O'Brien's defense can celebrate that turnover. 7:44, Bluefield College's chance to make something go on defense here with an 8-point lead. Ivy into the right wing. Passes top of the key, Wilson, swinging out on another hard pass to Blankenship, who returns to the game. He finds Wilson on a right wing 3, no good, and actually tried to penetrate in, lost the ball, and a steal. Here comes Trey Jones at the top of the key and shuffles back out in the left wing. Wearing number 10, switches hands to the left, pops from the left baseline, air ball, rebounded by Turner. So here comes Bryan, a long outlet up to Blankenship. His layup, no good. Loose under the basket, Volante Carroll pops it out to Trent Dunn. He hits the deck hard, and a foul is called on Gavin Wilson. That looked a bit hard there as Trent Dunn hit the floor. New man in is Ian Johnson for Bryan. Freshman from Chattanooga, Tennessee. 26-18, 7 minutes to play here in the first half. 8-point lead, Bluefield. Jones, near corner, passes on one arm to Dunn at the top of the circle. Dunn on Johnson, and the defense spins at the right elbow. Step back 2, swirls home. 28-18, Trent Dunn gets the fadeaway to fall, and once again it's back to a double-digit lead. Johnson twirls a pass, top of the key. Cody thought about it. The 6'9" forward drives to the hoop and scores. 28-20, didn't seem that quick, but he was able to make it go anyway. Very physical play. Dunn passes near corner to Jones, draws a foul on the baseline, and that will be the team 5th foul on Bryan. So not in the bonus yet. Dunn on the baseline out of bounds play. Passes Rob Littlejohn, gives it back to Dunn. Top of the key three. Trey Jones can't count it after it bounces out. Volante Carroll, offensive rebound, tried to swing it back in, and it's tipped into the hands of Ivy for Bryan in the corner. So it's an 8-point game for Bluefield. 6:14 to go in the first half. On the left wing, Ivy passes top of the key, Warner. He swings it on the near side. Blankenship got a hard screen. Lane opened up. He chucked up a layup. It's blocked by Carroll. Carroll with another block. 2 blocks in a row. Volante Carroll, and Bluefield has it back. Left wing, Rob Littlejohn drives to the hoop, scoops with the right hand. Good for Littlejohn. That all happened because of a couple of blocks from Carroll, and once again it's back to a 10-point lead. 30-20 Rams on top of Bryan here. Blankenship trying to find someone, and does with Johnson. Whips it near side, Cody. Entry lob into a Warner. He pulls up from 15 feet away, no good. Offensive rebound, Johnson tried his luck in the paint, kick it out, right wing three. Brick no good for Cody. Tried to bank it home, it wasn't open as Jones comes into the front court for Bluefield. Switches to the left hand, stumbles, and a walk is called on that switch from the right hand to the left hand. Apparently it carried it like a football, and football doesn't start in Bluefield until next week. So 30-20 the score, 5:23 remaining in the first half. So 5:23 remaining in the first half. Bluefield College joined the lead right now. And what a defensive play that was for Carroll. A couple of blocks, making it possible for Littlejohn to score on the other end. That's what Bluefield's been missing in these last couple of games. Hard physical defense and offense that converts as a result of it. Warner near side, bounces right elbow, Brandon Thomas. Thomas trying to reach the ball around Carroll. Switches his hands, working on Carroll now. Backs in, step back 11-footer, swirling through the net. So make it 30-22. Once again, an 8-point game. Bluefield College leads with 4:55 to play in the first half. Trent Dunn spins off the defender, passes left wing. Littlejohn thought about the three, wasn't fast enough. What a Euro step. Arcs up a layup, no good. Swirled in the air. Volante Carroll couldn't pull down the rebound. Here comes Amari Young, swinging into Warner. Another one with the right hand. I don't know if you can call that a dunk, but I think he was able to score anyway. Littlejohn, another Euro step, no good. Rams want a foul, they won't get it there, and Volante Carroll is called for one on Bluefield after Warner pulled down the defensive rebound for the Lions, and Carroll pushed him down. But Richard Morgan beside himself at the moment that there was no foul called on Littlejohn's effort to go to the glass. So leader right now for Stanley Christian, or for Bluefield College, is Stanley Christian with 12 points at the moment. He is not on the floor after getting shaken up on one play under the hoop defensively. 4:25 remaining though in the first half, 30-24 the score. Johnson in the corner, Trey Jones trying to reach on him, going around the perimeter again. Spencer's back into the game for Bryan, bounces inside left block, Brandon Thomas backing in on Volante Carroll. It's a physical match here as Thomas spins to the right, shoots and misses, rebounded by Dunn after the hook shot couldn't fall. Track meet up the floor, shuffles it over into the right wing, Littlejohn, passes corner, Trey Jones. Jones tries his luck on the baseline, he'll score in the layup, will not count. But the foul is called. It's the 6th one, so this keeps on the floor. And now Bluefield College is in the bonus on the next foul. Well, Cliff Sinaitis comes into the game. Volante Carroll goes to the bench after maybe making one of the best defensive plays of the year for the Rams. Dunn on the right side of the hoop with 4 minutes left. A baseline out of bounds play, just chucks it into the backcourt. Jeremiah Jenkins jogs back and gets it before the ball falls onto the baseline. 3:55 left to go. That was a long pass and under no duress, as it looks like it'll be man-to-man for Bryan. 10 on the shot clock now, 3:48 to go. Jeremiah Jenkins, step back, left elbow, 2, good! Well, that one almost skimmed the hoop, or excuse me, skimmed the roof. 32-24, it skimmed the hoop as it fell through. 8-point game for Bluefield, 3:33 to go. Here's Amari Young, backs up and passes Thomas at the top of the circle. He's on Sinaitis now. Blankenship Top of the key, another shuffle pass over to Spencer, who hands it off Mulaski left wing. Return Spencer wide open, skies to the rim, and buckets it. So 32-26, 3:15 to go after the layup falls. Rams still controlling the lead. They've led by as much as 10. Jeremiah Jenkins at the free throw line, tripped up as he went to the hoop. See if that's called a shooting foul, and it will be just a 1-and-1 on the trip. 7th foul. Rams in the bonus now. Jeremiah Jenkins going to the line for Bluefield to try to escalate this lead. And well, that looked like a pretty tough foul because he hit the floor hard, and it was a straight trip. Looked like the feet got tangled up as Jenkins went into the midst of 4 defenders, flicks the wrist, and buries the first free throw to make it 33-26 with 3:09 to play in the first half. Rams trying to get back on the winning ways and approach a 500 record, at least in the conference. They're 5-7 in the AAC at the moment. Jenkins shoots again and buries the second free throw as well. So a profitable trip for Jenkins at the charity stripe. 3:05 left before the first half is over. Young passes Spencer. Another chest pass into the far side for Blankenship. Blankenship returns it near wing for Young. A whistle blows, and a foul is called under the basket on Bluefield. It looks like it's going to go on Sinaitis as he was tangled up with Thomas. Bluefield has fouls to give, though, here in the first half. It's just the 4th foul on the team and the first for Sinaitis. Also freezing the clock at 2:57. Young passes into the corner for Spencer, twirls it back top of the key. Mulaski, hard zip into the right wing for Young, and a bounce into the right block for Thomas. He goes, lowers the shoulder, count it with the foul. Sinaitis tried to draw the charge. Instead, it's an and 1 as the shot fell, and Thomas has a chance to make this a 5-point game. It's 34-28. After the and 1, Stanley Christian back into the game. The only Ram before Jeremiah Jenkins hit those 2 free throws in double figures. Jenkins now has 11, and Christian has 12, 5 of 8 from the field, also hitting 2 threes in this one. Thomas looking at the rim, shoots, and misses, so a rebound for Trey Jones. Moves the ball back to Bluefield, 34-28. Rams lead by 6 again. Jones with a crossover, wearing number 10, twirls a pass back out on the left side. Jenkins thought about the 3 and gave back inside to Stanley Christian. Hit the floor, still dribbled, no walk called. Pretty impressive athletically for Jenkins. Here's Rob Littlejohn, tries a Euro step again. Got the fader to go. Nicked the backboard and fell through. 36-28 Littlejohn. 2:20 to go. I mean, just had the momentum not working for him there, going across the baseline, back into the front court. Mulaski here on the corner, hard jump stop, skies to the hoop and pounds the ball through. It's a 6-point game again, 36-30. Rams lead with the ball going right to left here at the Dome. 2 minutes before halftime. Trey Jones dribbles the ball off his foot, picks it up at the logo, and the Rams can slow it down a little bit now with Jeremiah Jenkins on the far sideline. Well, slow it down for a moment as Christian had it, backdoor cut. Trey Jones from the right elbow to the baseline. Jones was open off the feed from Christian, and now it's 38-30 on the layup. 1:40 left to go, first half. Mari Young, wow, pumping through defenders, drove inside the perimeter, got another layup to go. Inside basketball working here in the final 5 minutes of play. Make it a minute and a half left to go, as Bluefield College started the game out shooting guns a-blazing from 3. They'll do it again here, right wing 3. Jones, he's just a bit cold from beyond the arc there. 38-32 on the miss. Now it's a minute 15 left before halftime. Young into the front court, has it at the top of the key and jogs into the left wing. Backing down on Dunn, wants a screen, won't get it, and passes top of the key. Mulaski swinging into the right side for Blankenship, returns left wing. Mulaski wide open from 3 land, swirls in and out. Christian swats the ball into the hands of his teammate Dunn, who one-arms it over to Jenkins with 57 seconds left in the first half. 38-32 the score. Jenkins draws contact, shoots from beyond the arc and misses very early in the shot clock. Outlet up, Jenkins tips and intercepted. Here comes Jenkins, bounces in the backcourt for Rob Littlejohn, gets it across the timeline, near side Dunn. Cross-court lob for Jones, drives on the right baseline, spins out of a double team, lost the ball. Thomas gets it, and Jones trying to recover the fumble, draws a foul, or excuse me, does the fouling on Thomas, and Bluefield College gives the ball back to Bryan after a pretty ugly 5 seconds of basketball there. Everybody swinging the ball in and out for both teams, and Thomas was in the right place at the right time off of the mishanded dribble. And for Jones. Got to love the effort to dive to get it, but gives the ball back to Bryan with 35.9 left in the first half. Bryan trying to make this a one-possession game, possibly with a 3 here, after trailing by 10 multiple times in this first half. Cody, entry lob to the baseline for Blankenship, lost control of the ball and dribbled on the baseline. So the shot clock will now be off with 25.8 to go in the first half. 38-32 the score. Maya Jenkins going right to left for Bluefield, jogging up and doing it in a nonchalant way as to milk out the clock that now reads 12. At the logo, wants a little bit of help. It's at 10 now. Make it 9 and 8. Jenkins cuts to the right with 5 seconds now. Drives inside, lost the ball, hands it off. Carroll, yes, with the layup. Clock will run out. Here's a half-court heave, goes over the backboard, and Bluefield College gets the buzzer play they wanted off of the pass from Jenkins. Volante Carroll with the layup, and now the Rams will go into halftime. A quick half with no timeouts called by either team, 40-32, an 8-point lead for the Rams as we head to break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fan.
Welcome back to Bluefield, everybody. Rams have hit 4 threes en route to leading by 8. It's 40-32 here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bailey Engel on the call for you. Glad to have you with us here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Bluefield College leads by 8 over Bryan, trying to sweep them again. Remember, the Lions have not beaten Bluefield here at the Dome since 2011. Leading the way for the Rams in that first half, Jeremiah Jenkins with 13. He's 5 of 9 from the field, 1 of 4 from beyond the arc, and also has a couple of free throws and 2 dimes. Stanley Christian, once again, another impressive showing in the first half for Bluefield. 12 points, 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from beyond the arc, 0 of 1 at the free throw line. But how about this? 7 rebounds for Stan Christian. Look around the rest of the team. It's been a pretty balanced effort for Bluefield College. Guys coming off the bench and making a difference. Trent Dunn, of course, got the start for Bluefield. 4 points, 7 rebounds for the point guard. Also has 2 assists. Omega Stitt with a 3 in this game. He has those 3 as his only points, with also 3 rebounds. So you talk about the balanced effort. People are getting it done on the boards for Bluefield College, as they lead in the rebounding effort 22-17 over Bryan. For the Lions, leading the way in the scoring column, Brandon Thomas, the team leading scorer anyway, has 11, and he is the only player right now in double figures for the Lions. The guy right near him, Justin Warner, has 8 points. Rams are shooting 49% from the field. Bryan shooting 41% from 3. The Rams are shooting 31, 4 of 13 from beyond the arc. And for Bryan, just a measly 1 of 7 there in the first half. Bryan 3 of 5 at the line, and the Rams 2 of 3 at the line. Remember, that was such a quick first half because it started at 4 o'clock. It ended at 4:29. So that just tells you that there were 9 minutes of stoppages due to fouls and lining up for free throws. There were no timeouts taken either by Don Rakoski or Richard Morgan. So we went through that almost in real time, 20 minutes. Fouls in that first half, though. Bluefield had 6, Bryan had 7. Rams with 1 block, even though I think that Volante Carroll should be credited for 2 blocks there on that one play. Rams with 6 turnovers, Bryan with 5. 3 turnovers on the steal column for both teams, and the Rams, though, have more assists. 7 assists as opposed to just 3 dimes for Bryan. About 4.5 minutes before the start of the second half, Bluefield College leads 40-32, trying to get back in the win column for the AAC at the Dome. Welcome back, everyone. Bluefield College almost ready to start the second half of play here at the Dome Gymnasium. Bailey Engel on the call. Remember, we're going to have Richard Morgan for a post-game interview, win or lose, right here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. But Bluefield College leads by 8 against Bryan. Looks like the Lions will send out Mulaski, Mari Young, as well as Brandon Thomas, Javon Blankenship, and Trey Spencer, the identical lineup to the starting lineup to start out here in the second half. Rams with a couple of players in double figures, like we said, but can they close out this win against the Bryan College Lions? Fun to have you along for the ride here on the Rams Digital Sports Network on a weekend. We got a pretty exciting week coming up here in Bluefield. Thursday, what a day that's going to be. We're going to have women's basketball back, but Saturday, football is back in the two Virginias. Bluefield College football on the air at 3 p.m. against Union. All conference games, Mid-South Conference, of course, in football. And we're going to be happy to have you along there at Mitchell Stadium. But here we are at the Dome. Bluefield College starts out with possession going left to right to begin here in the second half. Trent Dunn, Omega Stitt, Brandon Shields, as well as Jeremiah Jenkins, who's wide open under the basket on the backdoor cut. Couldn't finish with the right hand, going reverse layup, and it's rebounded by Thomas. 8-point lead for Bluefield, right to left for Bryan College. They only hit 1 3 there in that first half. Brandon Thomas getting it done for them inside. Mulaski passes top of the key for Spencer, whips it onto the right side. Blankenship crossover, return Spencer near the right elbow, posting up for space on the baseline. 10 seconds left, step back 2, no good. Rebounded by Christian, bumped as he went down, no foul call. Here come the Rams going left to right in transition. Dunn steps back at the left wing, wants a screen. He'll get it just a second, though. Underhands Jeremiah Jenkins, right wing 3 on the way. Bounces off the back iron, miss. Rebounded, clapping into the hands of Spencer. Mulaski swings it onto the left elbow. Spencer kicks it back out. Blankenship. Low knee-high pass to Young. Back in the top of the circle, and the Rams back on defense, settling in on the perimeter for Bluefield. Swing inside for Mulaski. He bounced it further into Spencer. Stitt stole the ball, chucked it out as momentum was carrying him onto the baseline. He swung it out onto the sideline on the bench of Bryan. So it is a turnover, and Jeremiah Jenkins with a leadership moment there to talk to Omega Stitt to just tell him to calm down a little bit. He had the play, could have just slowed it down. 40-32, staying the score. 18:48 left to go in the game. Overhead pass Young. Twirls a pass near side for Spencer. Zips it top of the key. Blankenship steps to the free throw line. Shoots. Rims in and out. Unlucky there for Bryan. Rebounded by Christian. No score as of yet here in the second half. Underhands Omega Stitt. Stitt wants a screen. The right wing. He won't get it. And just gives it back to Trent Dunn right in front of the Bluefield College bench. Bryan College side getting it a little bit into it with the defense chance on the baseline. Remember, there are no fans in the building, so that's the sound you hear. 10 on the shot clock, bouncing at the left elbow. Stanley Christian posted up on Trey Spencer. Spencer crossover, 4 seconds left. Make it a 2. Stanley Christian shoots at the buzzer, misses everything. Nobody was moving for Bluefield College. It's an air ball and a shot clock violation. That was the most discombobulated Bluefield College's offense has looked the entire game. 18 minutes left to go in the ball game. 40-32, a little bit of momentum for Bryan off the defensive stop. But can they score? Step back, left wing 3. Young buries the bucket. And now it is a 5-point game, 40-35 after the 3 from Amari Young. Trent Dunn with a lot more energy. Bryan back on defense now. Dunn cuts to the left off a shield screen, steps inside, passes it out in the corner. Omega Stitt loops up a 3. No good, but he's fouled by Mulaski. Much to the dismay of the Bryan guard, Omega Stitt to the line for 3 shots coming up here. That could definitely break the momentum up a little bit for Bryan after forcing Bluefield College to have an ugly possession and a shot clock violation. So Omega Stitt bends the knee, shoots his first of 3, and swirls it in for the second half's first points for the Rams. 41-35, clock has halted at 17:39. What's on the line here as Stitt hits his second of 3 free throws. Rams trying to get back on the winning track after losing to Kentucky Christian at home last time out. Bryan looking for its 3rd straight win. Into the knee, Stitt shoots and hits all 3 free throws. So now he has 6, and it's 43-35 as the Rams back up on defense. 8-point lead for Bluefield College, 17 and a half minutes to go here in this game. Molaski overhead hard pass top of the key, Blankenship. He feeds near side for Young, bounce onto the left block for Thomas. Backing in on Stan Christian, cuts to the right, got into a double team, kick out, corner three on the way. Molaski, once again the threes starting to heat up for Bryan. Once again, it's also a 5-point game with 17:10 remaining. Still here in the early moments of the second half, almost a steal at the top of the circle from Dunn from Young. Pass top of the key, Shields pumps a three, swish for Brandon Shields. 46-38, threes on threes answered in this game. Blankenship one arms a pass near side Spencer, and Bluefield College forces the Lions to back up near the logo with Young. 16:48 on the clock, 46-38. Rams on man-to-man defense still. Young twirls a pass onto the right side. Spencer matched up with Brandon Shields in the man-to-man. Cross-court pass near side, left wing three. Young can't stick it from the left wing. Bluefield College has it back done. Outlets up to Omega Stitt in the left wing. Stitt with a little bit of bump and duress. Lost the ball. Molaski with a steal as it nearly went on the baseline. His outlet pass stolen away by Stanley Christian, running down the baseline, make it the sideline. And he ran out of space. It hit the sideline, and it stays with Bryan College. Well, we've seen periods of that where Bluefield College will have an ugly pass that forces Bryan to have a really unattractive passing effort as well. And now they have the ball back in the near corner with 16:20 to go. It's an 8-point lead for Bluefield, 46-38. Brandon Thomas, hard fastball down inside. Young nearly lost it, got it back. Bumps the pass back out near side. Blankenship on the left wing. Inside the perimeter he goes, down to the 5 seconds on the shot clock. Make it 4. Blankenship, step back, left wing three. Hard bounce off the iron, rebounded by Christian. Bluefield has it back with an 8-point lead, 15:57 to go. Jenkins going coast to coast, twirls past the defense, and the layup flex. Young man Jeremiah Jenkins has an and one. 48-38, 10-point lead for Bluefield. And that was just the showcase of speed there for Jenkins. Second foul of the half on Bryan. Bend of the knee, shoots, and scores. So now, all of a sudden, an 11-point lead for Bluefield College with 15:50 to go at 49-38. And 2 fouls already on Bryan College. Blankenship, wearing number 13, passes it back out onto the side for Molaski. Swirled the ball behind his shoulders. Been awkward there. I don't think he meant to do that, and forced to pass on the near side for Blankenship. Runs the shot clock down to 10. Trying to the left, now at 8 seconds. Top of the key, passes right elbow. Brandon Thomas pumps a long two. Ugly miss. Bounces off of the rim. Rebounded by Stitt. 49-38. Trent Dunn running the track neat. Passes near side Shields. Arcs up a three. Swirls out. Rebound Spencer for Bryan. Very early, but that's the shot for Brandon Shields. 49-38, Amari Young backing up after he towed inside the perimeter. He's going to jog it onto the near side. Jeremiah Jenkins reaches in and is booked with a foul. For Jenkins, that is his first foul. Now has 16 points, by the way, and it's also the team's first. 15:07 left to go in this ball game. Passing at the logo, Amari Young goes straight down the lane, underhands to Brandon Thomas. Easy does it for the Bryan College Lions. 49-40, the lead back down to single digits now with 14:57 to go. Dunn jogging into the left wing, gets a screen. On the right side, Dunn backs up from Shields, goes inside, pumps a shot, swirls around the world through the galaxy of that rim and fell through the net. 51-40. I was lucky it didn't pop out, but it counts the same for Trent Dunn. Drive inside Molaski, reach in foul called on Stitt now, and it's the second foul on Bluefield. Stitt, by the way, that is his first foul. Stops the clock at 14:36, 51-40 the score, 11-point lead for Bluefield. Left side of the basket, arced up in the air on a pass to Spencer. Feeds Molaski, thought about the three, but Jeremiah Jenkins got there on defense quickly. Made him think twice about it. Molaski jogs left wing. This time he'll shoot a three. Front rim miss, tipped to the air and snagged on a fight by Christian. Left to right for Bluefield. Stitt feeds it near side Dunn. Underhands it back Jenkins. Hard spin. Goes to the right elbow. Passes up top of the key. Christian lets a three fly. Once again good for Stan Christian. 54-40. First time out of the ball game, and it's a full one. So we will go to break. Rams lead by 14 with 14:11 left to go in this game.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fan.
Stan Christian getting it done for Bluefield. There's a 3 for the Rams, and Bluefield College leads 54-40, 14-11 left to go in this game. Bailey Engel on the call for you. Glad to have you with us. Bryan College trailed by 8 going into halftime. The Rams have since escalated that lead after the threes made by Brandon Shields as well as Stanley Christian to lead now by 14 points. 14-11 left to go. Rams go back on the floor with Dunn, Shields, Stitt, Bullock, and Christian. Now Christian, offensive provider for Bluefield College, working well with Jeremiah Jenkins. Christian now has 15. Jenkins has 16 for Bluefield. 7-5-7 connection working well for the Rams. 14:07 left to go. Bryan back with the ball going right to left. Lots of time left in this game to make it interesting for the Lions. Top of the key, Young has the ball overhead. Bullock on him in the man-to-man defense. Forces a bounce pass right elbow. Thomas lowers the shoulder under the basket. Layup goes somehow. 54-42, Brandon Thomas keeping this game within reach. It's still a 12-point game, though. Trent Dunn to the free throw line. Passes it out into the corner. Bullock drives baseline past Molaski. Pulls up from 11 feet and buries the 2 from mid-range. 56-42, back to a 12, make it 14-point lead with 13.5 to go. Hard bump from Young. Bullock fell back trying to draw a charge. No whistle was blown. Here on the near side, Molaski right on Trent Dunn. Penetrates inside, use a little bit of elbow room. Couldn't get it, but found the shot anyway from the left block. 56-44, Rams lead by 12. Running the clock down now to 13-10. Dunn passes on the near side, Bullock. Bullock trying to heat up in this game. He did with that mid-range. See if he can do it again. On the far corner now, Trent Dunn on Blankenship, running the shot clock down to 10 right now for Omega State. Left elbow, pumps it past far corner 3. Trent Dunn off the front of the rim, no good, and a good skying rebound from Molaski. Bryan down by 12, 56-44, near side for Molaski. His pass tipped straight in the air. Good defensive effort by Omega Stitt. Back on him like glue. Swats the ball away onto the sideline, and Omega Stitt's not giving him anything easy right now. Well, it still stays with Bryan, but Molaski could not get the ball where he wanted, and Omega Stitt swats the ball onto the sideline. 12:40 on the clock. Pass into the backcourt, Amari Young. Rams still in that man-to-man defense as Young jogs into the near corner, gets a screen from Justin Warner, who's into the game for the first time in the second half. Young bobbled the ball, ugly shot ensued, rebounded by Stitt, and a foul called on Young. Well, pretty hard 4 seconds of basketball there for Young, booked for the team's 3rd foul here in the second half. And for Young, that is his 3rd foul. 56-44, 12:23 left to go in this ball game. Trent Dunn wants somebody to cut inside, passes right side, Brandon Shields, who feeds into the near corner in front of Richard Morgan to Bullock. Bullock gives in on to the right elbow for Stan Christian, trying to get someone to circle around him. Stan Christian called for the 5-second violation, posted up right there without dribbling, and Justin Warner was able to help do that defensively, and he'll baseline inbound it for Bryan. So it's a 12-point game, 12 minutes left to go. Taking the ball up, Young, working on Trent Dunn to the man-to-man. Passes near side, Omega Stitt on Molaski once again, near open. Gavin Wilson buries a left elbow shot to make it a 10-point game. 56-46, 11:50 to go. Rams still up by 10. Bryan has the capability of shooting these twos pretty well, though. We've seen as the offense has been discombobulated at points because of that Rams defense. See what they can do on offense. Pump fake, Omega Stitt flings it out left wing. Trent Dunn, 10 on the shot clock, drives, floats, count it. Trent Dunn, a physical drive on the penetration, 58-46. Back on the right side, Amari Young softballs it over to Warner and bounces on the right block for Brandon Thomas. Thomas pivoting, drives with the left hand, passes near corner. Mulaski, 3 on the way, swirls out, rebound Christian. Another board for Christian. Has to be in double-double land by now. 11-11 left to go. Rams making a wish down this play. Trent Dunn to the hoop. Wow. Had to somersault across the baseline. Trent Dunn making the layup count with 11:01 to go. Timeout on the floor to make sure that Gavin Wilson's shoes are tied. But Trent Dunn, I could not feel that good as he hit the glass, or excuse me, hit the floor hard, but it's a layup anyway. 60-46. Eleven minutes left. Mari Young jogging to the right. Young in the right wing, backs up. Wants someone to pass it to and bounces on the baseline. Warner pivoting, trying to find some sort of angle. Brandon Shields doing a solid job on defense. Warner under the basket. His pass stolen away by Jenkins as he was trying to kick it out. 10:40 remaining. Jenkins into the front court. Passes far corner. Bullock thought about the 3. Brandon Shields did as well. Instead feeds it into Trent Dunn. Pumps a right elbow shot. Air ball. Wanted a foul. Didn't get it. And the loose ball is corralled by Mulaski. Pass onto the left block for Warner. Gives it back out to Young in the left wing. 10:25 to go. Euro step. Young layup is up and no good. So Trent Dunn, how about this play for Bluefield College? Dunn running up the floor, able to just bump into a few defenders, found the layup to go anyway, and that somersault right after, giving Bluefield a 14-point lead. 60-46 the score. Oh, first free throw good for Amari Young. .22 to go. And Young hits both of them. 60-48. 10:22 to go. Trying to ice this game. Lots of basketball left to be played after Young is able to hit both free throws. So Bluefield College, Jenkins, Christian, Shields, Bullock, and Dunn on the floor for BC. On the BC of Bluefield, Virginia, that is. Bryan coming from Dayton, Tennessee, trying to steal a win away from Bluefield College. Jenkins drives to the right elbow, pops, it's an air ball. Christian got the offensive rebound, bounces it back out. His momentum was carrying him across the baseline. It's still loose at the loco, kicked over to Ivy. First time we've seen him in the second half. Ivy, hard pass, far corner. Wilson, 3, misses off the right side of the iron. Thomas swats the ball off of his own body, and the Rams will get it back with 9:48 to play. Well, Bryan trying to play a little bit quicker than their offense is constructed to do. Trent Dunn in the front court, bounces right elbow. Stanley Christian trying to rise to the rim from the right block, draws a foul finally, and the Rams have been trying to get that foul to go the entire second half, and really the entire game. Remember, where Littlejohn got packed pretty hard on the left wing, and it did not go. So now Christian at the line for 2 free throws. He's 0 of 1 at the line today. Bends the knees, number 13, lets it fly and connects. 61-48, 9:37 to go. 13-point lead for Bluefield. Rims have led by as large as 14 points, a chance to tie it here. Christian taking his time, now has 17 points. 62-48 after the free throw goes, tying the largest lead of the game with 14 points. 9:30 left to go. Driving across the timeline is Ivy, who bounces left wing for Warner. Feeding Mulaski near corner, passes back up top of the key. Ivy finding Warner, open 3, right wing. Bad miss, rebounded by Mulaski. Offensive rebound, went up, stripped by Stitt, who's doing a great job on defense. Jogging back with an open lane, left wing transition 3, misses off the front iron. Well, just saw red there and tried to chuck it up anyway. Looking for just a roll of the dice to go up by 17 points. Ivy at the free throw line. Backdoor cut, bounce inside to Wilson, feeds over to Thomas. He's bumped by Stitt, no foul called, and the Rams will take it back. Stitt stripped the ball again. Jenkins, top of the key 3, misses off the front of the iron. Need a breath here, including myself. Here comes Ivy. What a bounce into Thomas, and the layup goes with the left hand. Rams lead by 12, and when you're up by 14, you might want to just run the clock down a little bit more. Left side for Omega State, passes left wing for Jenkins. Entry lob to the left elbow. Stanley Christian out of a double team, backing up, cuts inside, penetrates, layup, no good. Clapped into the hands of Ivy. Another track meet going the other way. Ivy feeds Molaski left wing. Another bounce into Thomas, layup, no good with a foul. So the foul is the fourth on Bluefield here in the second half. Both teams with 4 fouls. And with a couple of free throws here, Brandon Thomas, who is a 71% free throw shooter into this game, make it a 10-point game. First free throw, though, can't do it on this trip. He misses off the back iron. 62-50, 8:23 to go. Bryan, they've won 2 games in a row at home. I'm trying to do it on the road as Thomas connects on the second of 2. So it's a 1 of 2 trip to the line for Thomas, 62-51. Rams lead by 11 points. 8:18 to go. Jenkins spins it past left side. Christian, who feeds it further into the wing for Bullock. Returns top of the key. Jenkins fake to the right, goes to the left, pops from 11 feet away, make it 15. Either way, it's a miss off the back iron. Rebounded by Wilson. Cutting to the right across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. 8 minutes left to go. Plenty of time for Bryan. Bluefield College coming up empty on the last couple of trips. Here comes Ivy. Hard step inside the lane. Passes top of the key. Thomas penetrates. Kicks it back out top of the key. Ivy steps to the foul line. Shoots and misses right side. Warner almost had the offensive rebound. Lost it. And Christian corralled it in the far right corner. 7:40 left to play. Rams lead by 11. Bullock has it in the front court. Driving baseline. Backs it up. Underhands back to Stitt in the left wing. Stitt jogs top of the circle. Passing near side. Jenkins twirls a pass onto the right block and rebounded off of the tip by Warner. Outlet one-on-one. Here comes Gavin Wilson. Skies to the hoop, and he floated for about a minute in the air. 62-53. 9-point game. A timeout called by Richard Morgan. It will be a full timeout. 7:21 remaining as we go to break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fan.
Back here at the Dome, 62-53. Rams lead by 9, but a run for Bryan College has propelled this game back into single digits. Rams with the basketball going left to right. Right wing, Stanley Christian passes top of the key. Jenkins thought about the 3, just ate it. Passes on the near side. Jones returns it back up top for Jenkins. Returns it to Jones on the near corner. Down on the shot clock. Man-to-man defense working well for Bryan. Jones packed as he went inside. Lost the ball. Tipped out of bounds after it was kind of Edward scissor-handed on a defensive effort by Warner, but the shot clock has ran down to 7. Bluefield College will inbound the ball from the left side of the basket. Gavin Wilson and Warner doing a good job of it, making it tough for Bluefield. Off the underhand, Jenkins drives left baseline, kicking it back out right wing. Bullock feeds it near corner. Jones for 3 at the buzzer. Wow! Rams needed that one badly as the backboard lit up. Trey Jones, 65-53. Good from the corner. Back on defense. It's a 12-point lead for Bluefield. Warner on the right block. Underhands Cody. Twirls a layup with the right hand. Good. 65-55. 6.5 minutes left to go. 10-point game. Rams trying to ice it. Top of the key, Trey Jones backs up. That was his second 3 of the game, and Rams needed it so badly as the buzzer was sounding. Found an open look finally. Clock is ran down to 6:20. Jones tried to penetrate, backed up. Here comes Bullock with 10 seconds on the shot clock, and a foul is called as Bullock gallivanted into the lane, and it's a foul booked on Mulaski. Stops the clock at 6:14. See if it's a shooting foul. It is. And for Mulaski, that is his third foul, who has 10 points in this game for Bryan. Bullock at the line, shoots his first free throw. Almost flirted with popping out, but it doesn't. It falls through to make it 66-55. Bend of the knee, shoots again, and it's good for Bullock. So, both free throws falling for Christian Bullock, the native of North Carolina. Back on defense for Bluefield. Bullock working on the point guard and Ivy, who takes the ball up for the Bryan College Lions. Bounces top of the key to the 6'9 forward and Cody. Left wing working on Volante Carroll now and passes it back out for Wilson. Wilson left-handed dribble carry, shoots and misses, but a foul booked on Bluefield, and it's on Jeremiah Jenkins. A foul called on Flip, 67-55. It's a 12-point lead, but Wilson goes to the line for the first time today. Shoots and swishes, and is pure on that one. Now has 5 points. 67-56 with 5:56 to go. Second shot coming up. Left-handed free throw counted. 67-57. 10-point game, 5:50 to go. Rams need to consistently score to put this one on ice. Pass out to the far corner. Bullock a head fake. Drives to the free throw line. Fade away two. Rims off of the back of the iron, and it's no good. Shields with the offensive rebound. His kick out intercepted by Mulaski. Right to left goes Bryan. At the logo now, jogging onto the right wing. Mulaski pulls up right elbow. Two, swish. 8-point game. Timeout called. It's a full one. Once again in single digits here. 67-59 with 5:29 to go on the Rams Digital Sports Network.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fam.
Welcome back, everyone, here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. This was a huge three hit by Trey Jones for Bluefield College as the shot clock was running down. Well, the Rams, I'll just have to describe it to you. Trey Jones, let's see it here. Working around the arc, Bullock had it, found Jones wide open in the corner. The backboard lit up, and the Rams needed that three because look at the score now. Without that, it's likely a 5-point game. Instead, it's an 8-point game, 67-59 with 5:29 left to go in this one. Bailey Engel on the call for you on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Rams lead by 8. Need some more buckets to really ensure that this one is a W instead of a Bryan comeback victory. Remember the last time these two teams played, it went into overtime. And with that pass in the corner, it goes over Jenkins' head. It's a turnover to give the ball back to Bryan with a chance to make this a 5- or 6-point game. 67-59, 5:10 left to go. Ivy, hard pass, top of the key, Cody, who feeds onto the right wing, Mulaski. Mulaski overheads a pass, Gavin Wilson thought about the three, spins, shoots, and count it, wow! 5-point game, spun past Jenkins, the three's good for Wilson, 67-52, and the Bryan College bench notably fired up after that one. 4:50 left to go. Trey Jones bounces far corner, Jenkins with an answer three, rims through. 70-62, Jenkins able to put Bluefield back up by 8 with 4:40 left to go. Ivy Passes on to the far side. Cody, entry lob into Brandon Thomas. Gets past to the reach. Spins it back out left wing. Gavin Wilson wide open again from three. He's hot. 70-65. Once again, it's a 5-point game. Rams have led by as much as 14 in the second half. Once again at a 5-point game. Jenkins hard zip inside. Bullock past the defense. Reverse layup is good for the freshman. Now Bluefield back on defense. 72-65. It's a 7-point game. On defense on the other side, Gavin Wilson, he's hot, but backs it up on over to Brandon Thomas. Overheads a pass near side, Molaski driving baseline, lost the ball, but a foul is called on Bullock on the penetration effort by Molaski. And it's the 6th foul on Bluefield College. So the next foul will send Bryan to the line for a 1-and-1 no matter what. Final 4 minutes of this ball game. Baseline play coming up for Ivy, slaps the ball and swings it at the top of the key. Molaski is open from way deep and passes off to the right side. Wilson, 3:55 of the clock, a 7-point game. Passes back of the logo. Ivy feeds it near side. Molaski, entry lob into Cody, spins to the left, now to the right, scoops with the right hand. No good, bouncing straight in the air. Cody trying to swing it back in with one hand, and Dunn intercepted it. Left to right goes Bluefield, far past Trey Jones, wide open triple. Bang! Off of the rim, through the back of the backboard seemingly, and fell through. Another clutch three in the corner for Trey Jones. And it's a 10-point lead, 75-65. Molaski wide open down inside to Gavin Wilson. Defense caught up. Wilson spins to the right and misses. Rebounded by Jones. Rams with a 10-point lead now. As now every bucket seems so important. Jones went to the floor. Trent Dunn got it back past the defender trying to fly through. No foul called. Dunn lost the ball. Jenkins got it back. Brandon Shields dribbles baseline, chucks up a short two and misses. Brandon Thomas got the rebound. Foul is called on Bluefield in the backcourt. But Benny Hill there. It's the 7th foul on Bluefield. I mean, people are flying across the court. The shots are coming up short. The passes weren't telegraphed correctly. I mean, it got a bit ugly there, but now a 1-and-1. Bryan in the bonus at 75-65. That's the 7th foul on Bluefield. 3:01 to play. Still very much a game, but Bryan in a situation where they need to score every time they're up the floor now. And need stops. Bluefield College trying to thwart those opportunities as Thomas misses the front end of a 1-and-1. And if you're Bryan College trying to come back, you can't have that. Fortunately for the Rams, big threes down the stretch by Trey Jones have made this lead get back up to double digits at 10. 75-65. Jones has it now at the top of the key. Crossover. Feeds it on the near wing for Stanley Christian. Christian passes top of the key. Jenkins. Jenkins splits with the defense. Hits the floor. Foul called on the trip by Bryan. It'll be the 6th foul. Keep it on the floor now as Bluefield College will get into the bonus on the next foul with 2:40 left to play in the game. They lead by 10, 75-65. Jenkins from the left side of the hoop. Quick moment, I believe that's Richard Morgan's son, and to help mop up the perspiration that's building up below the hoop. Whistle blows, we're ready. Jenkins passes on to the far side. Jones, who gives it back, and now Jenkins backs up with 2:35 to play. Applause on the bench for Bluefield College trying to milk the clock down. Down to 10-second shot clock. Jenkins, why not from three? Good from the top of the circle. Jenkins smiling at the bench as he goes back into the backcourt. 78-65. Going back on defense. Young, left elbow, spins it back out. Free throw line, Thomas. Left-handed dribble into the left block. Spinning to the right as he switches hands. Shoots and scores. And one. Well, the Rams, that's their 8th foul. And I think Richard Morgan is reasonably frustrated with that because you're in a situation where Bluefield College does not have to foul. Don't give them shots to go to the free throw line and make it old-fashioned three-point plays. Well, Brandon Thomas, luckily for Bluefield, misses to can't complete the and one there with 2:07 left to go. 11-point lead for Bluefield, 78-67. 2 minutes left to play. Off the screen, Jeremiah Jenkins high dribbles, bounces onto the backcourt, or the backdoor cut. Bullock kicks it out. Top of the key, Stan Christian knew it was a miss. Followed a shot. Molaski got it back, though, on the defensive rebound. Outlet up into the far corner. Warner has it. Cross-court lob on the near side. Gavin Wilson. Size mismatches. Wilson drives on Stanley Christian. Layup is no good. A foul called, though, off of the ball on Jeremiah Jenkins. And it's a 1-and-1 on Warner. 9th foul. So with the next foul, I'm going to see a double bonus situation, but that stops the clock at 1:42. An 11-point lead. Warner still with a 1-and-1 here. Bends the knee, shoots, and hits the first of the 1-and-1 to make it 78-68. Whistle blows, trying to bring back in Omega Stitt, who made a big difference on defense for Bluefield there in that second half. You got to look at these clutch shots by Trey Jones that have really been a mega difference. As well as Jeremiah Jenkins. I mean, that three at the top of the key was special. Second free throw goes. A timeout called by Bryan. 1:42 left as we take a break once again. Under 2 minutes left to go. Rams lead by 9.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fan.
Welcome back, everyone. Here in the Rams Digital Sports Network, Bluefield College leads 78-69. Jeremiah Jenkins once again having himself a day for the Rams now with make it 22 points off of that last three from the top of the key, and it was so important because it felt like every time that Bryan was stepping back into this game and making it all the way up to a 5-point lead for Bluefield, the Rams hit a couple of clutch threes down the stretch. Now have 10 threes in this ball game. So 78-69 the score. The thing that's keeping Bryan within at least a prayer of this game, the fact is that the Rams have fouled as Omega Stitt dribbles into the near wing and passes out for Bullock. Minute 34 left to go, a 9-point lead for Bluefield College. Right wing, Omega Stitt in the man-to-man defense. Almost lost the ball from Ivy. Passes top of the key, Trey Jones. Step back triple on the way. Jones! Boy, he's been on fire in the second half. 81-69, another three for the Rams. Back on defense goes Bluefield, and once again, Omega Stitt has been a pickpocket for the Rams on defense. Punching that ball out of bounds, and Bryan has to reset on the sideline. Looks like they're actually going to do it on the baseline, as that's where the ball trickled out on the left side of the hoop with 1:17 to go. Trey Jones. I think that 11 points for Trey Jones, the transfer from Francis Marion, heating up in the second half. Left side, Trey Jones on defense. Young backing up. Has the ball, passes on to the right wing, Thomas. Bryan not moving very quickly here, down by so much. Here's Gavin Wilson, whips through the net. Another top of the key three for Wilson. 81-72, it's a 9-point game. Immediate timeout called, and once again, it's another full timeout with 1:02 remaining. Rams lead by 9, 81-72 Bluefield.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fan.
Well, Trey Jones able to hit a big three for Bluefield College. 81-72 the score. Rams lead by 9 over the Bryan College Lions. But the threes from Gavin Wilson have kept the Lions into it. 1 minute remaining, and the Lions have to foul as Trent Dunn fouled in the backcourt. He's going to go to the line now for a 1-and-1 as Bluefield College is in the bonus. So the only hope for Bryan now is getting Bluefield to miss these free throws and hitting some big shots on the other end. Gavin Wilson has really started to heat up in the second half, as is Trey Jones, though, which has kind of negated the effort of Gavin Wilson for Bryan. First free throw for Trent Dunn, bounces off, rebound by Warner. So it's a 9-point game. Warner gives the ball over to Young, sprinting the ball up across the timeline with 51 seconds left to go. Young passes top of the E. Wilsons and shovels it over to Mulaski. Returns Wilson right wing, steps into a three, on the way, too short, rebounded by Dunn. With 42.4 seconds left to go, Dunn is fouled. It's a foul on Warner. Trey Jones jogs off. What a clutch second half performance it's been for him. Trent Dunn at the line, still a 1-and-1. It's the 8th foul on Bryan. 42.4 to go. Shoots, hits that time, and it's back to a 10-point game at 82-72. 42.4 remaining. Dunn toes back to the charity stripe. This could be a bounce-back win for Bluefield, barring an incredible miracle by Bryan. Second for Dunn. Once again, good for Dunn. 83-72, 11-point game. Timeout called again, it appears, by Bluefield, and it's just a 30-second timeout. So we're going to keep this one here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Take a look at just some of the guys that have contributed to where this game has gotten to. 83-72. Trent Dunn now with 12 points for Bluefield College, 22 for Jeremiah Jenkins, including 3 threes. And Stanley Christian, what a day. Another double-double for the forward for Bluefield. 17 points, 15 rebounds, including 3 threes. And the Rams are 42.4 seconds away from improving to 6-9 on the season and 6-7 in the AAC. And the fight for Bluefield will be to create a hosting opportunity for themselves in the AAC tournament, which the first few rounds will be played at campus sites instead of being all played at Kingsport. And Rams want to at least make the tournament and also have an opportunity to host a game as opposed to go on the road. Brandon Thomas passes it near side. Mulaski, triple on the way. He missed. Rebounded by Young. Back to the floor. On the deck. He shoots and scores on the right block. And another timeout called with 23.1 to go. 83-74 the score. With a 9-point game now. Shot clock is off, and it's a 30-second timeout. So, take a look for Bryan. I mean, Gavin Wilson has made it interesting. He's hit 3 threes, and they have just been at the best time for Bryan. But unfortunately for the Lions, and fortunately for Bluefield, they were able to convert another 3 on the other end for themselves to kind of negate those threes. As Wilson finishes, at least if the game finished right now, with 23.9 or 23.1 to go with 15 points. 20 points in this game for Brandon Thomas. He has 3 rebounds and a double-double for Justin Warner. 10 points for him and 11 rebounds. So, Rams back on offense here. Trey Jones running the baseline, passes in Jeremiah Jenkins, and a man trying to steal the ball jumped over Jenkins. It's Gavin Wilson, and a somersault that just ends up being a foul. Runs the clock down to 21.8. At the free throw line. Here's Jenkins trying to get this back up to a double-digit game. First for Jenkins of a 1-and-1, nothing but net. 84-74 with 21.8 to go. Jenkins with a chance get this to 11. Loops the ball in the air through the net. 85-74. Brandon Shields jogs back on. It should be an all-out sprint for Bryan. And we'll have to see if Don Rakoski calls off the dogs. It would seem like that might be the right thing to do here with 20 seconds left. The Rams going with a full court press and the man-to-man. Young splits the defense going across the timeline with 15 on the shot clock. 15 game clock, actually. Underhands it back to Blankenship. 10 seconds left. Blankenship loops up a prayer of a layup. And with that left-handed layup, it's 85-76. 9 seconds left to score 9 points. Much needed timeout. 9.3 to go. It's a 9-point game. 85-76. This will likely be a win for the Rams. And I would be shocked. But I mean, with Don Rakoski calling for this new defense here and trying to hope for a miracle, I mean, some sort of Reggie Miller situation against the Knicks. I mean, 9.3 left, a 9-point game, and a timeout called. Just a 30-second timeout. Trey Jones on the baseline, running it to the left. Passes into Stanley Christian. Christian getting into a bit of trouble, and a foul called. Well, if Christian hits both of these, it'll be an 11-point game, and if he doesn't, it'll be a 9-point game with 5 seconds left. So it's a really humongous deal that these fouls were called. 85-76 as Christian goes to the line. And this could just be kind of a stat padding situation as now Bluefield College is in the double bonus. Bend on the knees for Christian, approaching 19 points as he hits that one, now has 18. Double-double for him today. He has 16 rebounds, 18 points. 5.7 to go, an 86-76 lead. Throw the ball through the hands. Christian shoots, and he'll finish today with 19 points. 5.7 left to go, 87-76. Going up the timeline, Young drives in. Layup is good at the buzzer, and that will do it. 87-78, the final score. Bluefield College bounces back and beats Bryan after beating them in overtime the last time. The Rams sweep the Lions and with an 87-78 win here at home. Rams improve now to 6-9 overall and 6-7 in the AAC. A great win for Bluefield College to try to bounce back after a loss to Kentucky Christian just a few nights ago. We'll take a break here on the Rams Digital Sports Network. Be back with a stats recap and a talk with Richard Morgan, the head coach of Bluefield College basketball. But the final score before we go to break, 87-78. Rams win it.
At Bluefield College, you will experience a Christ-centered curriculum, community, and campus. Having over 40 academic programs, 18 sports teams, and a plethora of student organizations, the opportunities are endless at BC. With a 14-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, students receive the personal instruction needed to help them succeed. You will know and be known as a member of the Rams fan.
Final score, 87-78. Bluefield College able to get the win today, bouncing back after a loss a few days ago to Kentucky Christian. Here with the head coach now, Richard Morgan. And, Coach, what'd you make of that game? It got a little hairy there at the end, but you guys pulled through.
Yeah, and it's good. It's good to have games like that because we got things that we got to work on At the end of the game, because it's going to come down to that. You're not blowing anybody out. So it's good. We got a chance to work on our ability to get the ball in, get it to the people we want to shoot free throws. Just a little disappointed with the defensive effort to get a stop at the end after we sat over here and talked about it, 2 or 3 times. But, that the guys don't want to foul, and then, he turns the corner and shoots the layup. So, the best thing about it is we won. We played well. We played better than we did against Kentucky Christian, so that was a good thing. And, a lot of different guys contributed today, unlike other games.
Well, Jeremiah Jenkins able to contribute with 24 points for Bluefield College in this one, but another great double-double from Stanley Christian. Those are the names that pop out at you, but I think in the second half, a guy that made a big difference, Trey Jones hit some clutch threes down the stretch. What did you like about what you saw out of him today?
Well, I'll tell you, he's going to make me get old because, I don't know. He tells me that his three-pointer is his go-to, but I don't know. I beg to differ. But it goes in. So, I'm just going to keep encouraging him. He's a field-type guy. He's going to do what he's got to do. But, I just think him getting to the cup is his cup of tea. I think that's his game. I think that's what he needs to do. But, he can step out every once in a while and hit him. He hits better when somebody kicks it to him instead of trying to create on his own. So that's some of the things we've been working on with him. If you heard me, I said no, and then he made it, and everybody said yeah. So it's going to be like that, I think, for the rest of the year. He's just going to be a field guy. Didn't play well against Kentucky Christian, I didn't think, and then came out today and played a great ball game.
You've mentioned Kentucky Christian a couple of times, and it wasn't maybe the best effort we've seen from Bluefield College in the past. What did you say to them after that game against the Knights where they were able to just convert that into a great win today against Bryan?
Well, I think I just threatened them. I think that's what I did. But no, I just told them it was uncharacteristic of us to come out and not really get stops and not defend. That's a tough ball club to defend because they got all guys that can move in parts, and they're very talented. So. I just told them we got to get back to our defensive principles and stay, stick to it. Don't leave it. And today I thought we did that. A couple of times we let them turn the corner, but early in the game I thought we played great position defense, and that's who we are. That's what we do. That's who we are. I think that's one of the things our guys can definitely do. They only shot what they shoot.
Looks like for them they shot only 45% from the field.
Yeah, that's a little high. They must have shot a lot in the second half then, because they weren't that high in the first half. So, we just got to keep plugging at it, keep getting better, and every night out is a different situation, and now we got to go on the road 3 games in a row. So we'll see. We'll be road warriors. Got to see how we'll do against Truett McConnell. So We're turning the corner. We're trying to put together some games, and that's the most important part for us.
Well, congrats on the win today, Coach. Hopefully it's the only win you can celebrate. Hopefully my alma mater can take it to you guys at home in Blacksburg. But a final score here, 87-78. Rams win this one against Bryan for Richard Morgan. And go Rams, actually, as well. Go Hokies and go Bluefield College Rams. 87-78. Bluefield College gets the win against the Lions. Until next time, take it easy, Rams fans.